Hello and welcome to today's video. If you are planning on building a shipping container home, this video brings to you 10 different types of shipping containers used to build homes and other innovative alternative uses. Stay tuned to find out more. Good, welcome back. Shipping containers come in different sizes and types, and each has uniquely different applications. Standard dry storage containers are the most common type of containers you can come across. However, there are other types of shipping containers that can be used in home and building industry with very minimal modifications. Here is a list of 10 different types of containers you can choose from. The first one is the standard dry storage container. Dry containers, sometimes called as standard containers, are general purpose containers and most common type of shipping container used in the industry today. They are used to transport all types of general and dry cargo. These containers are fully enclosed from the elements and weatherproof with a rigid roof, sidewalls, and a floor. The 20 and 40-foot sizes are very popular in building container homes. A good example is the ubiquitous Elegant Container Guest House in San Antonio, Texas, which was built from a single standard 40-foot shipping container. Feel free to go through our previous video to have a tour of this amazing shipping container house. Secondly, we look at high cube shipping containers. High cube containers are similar in structure to general purpose containers, but are taller by 1 foot. These containers come in sizes of 40 and sometimes 45 foot. High cubes are popular in shipping and storage of light and large volume cargo of up to a maximum of 9.3 feet. If you are planning to build a custom designed shipping container house, then this is the perfect container type to use. High cube containers are more preferable to standard dry containers because they provide you with an extra foot of ceiling height, creating an extra room for ceiling insulation without compromising the headroom of the habitable space. An Australian company is also using high cube containers by cutting them in half plus a fiberglass insert to create amazing shipping container pools. Number 3, vented shipping containers. Vented shipping containers are not that common. They are similar to standard dry storage but with some extra ventilation to help prevent condensation while transporting cargo. While not as popular for storage units, they are regularly used for transporting any type of cargo that requires extra ventilation. For example, things like coffee beans or packaged dry grains. Starbucks uses shipping containers to deliver their coffee, tea, and other materials all across the world. With no exports to ship back to their producing countries, Starbucks' long-term desire was to help reduce their waste stream through their supply chain. Reusing some of their shipping containers was one great way of realizing this dream by creating modern drive-through stores made from shipping containers, popularly known as reclamation drive-through concept. Feel free to check out our previous video of Starbucks shipping container drive-through and walk-up stores in the United States 2018. The next type of container you can look at is open-top container. Open-top containers have a completely removable convertible top that allows for access to goods from the top of the container. They come in 20 and 40-foot lengths and can have a hard top made of steel or a soft top made from canvas. Open tops are used to transport anything that is too tall for a normal container, or anything that requires a top loading ability. So in this particular case, you'll need a forklift to lift up these materials, such as big slabs of marble or granite that need to be transported. If you are planning on building a custom designed multi-story shipping container house, then an open top container may be of help to reduce on the cost of cutting off the roof and the base of your containers to accommodate an indoor staircase. For this reason, as a rule, shelter mode homes, we don't tamper with the roof and the floor of shipping containers in all our designs. We instead use an external staircase shaft on all our storage buildings instead of cutting the floor and the roof of shipping containers. The next type of shipping container you can use is a tunnel container. With doors on both ends of the container, this type of container is also known as a double door container. Double door containers are extremely helpful for quickly loading and unloading goods, and they can make an even wider room for goods such as steel and iron. They are also good for loading smaller items on. Both sets of doors have the same locking, assembling, and weather-tight seals to keep cargo protected from the elements. If you intend to use full height glazing on all the ends of your container home, then a double door container will save you the hassle of cutting off the steel. Instead, just install the full height glazing and leave the cargo doors to function as security doors to your home. 40-foot tunnel containers are also ideal for double-banked commercial stores with a midway partition. The sixth type of shipping container is an open-side storage container. Open-side containers are very similar to regular general-purpose shipping containers. The only difference being that the doors can open completely on one side of the container. This feature provides much wider room and access, which makes loading and unloading materials easy. Open-side shipping containers generally come in 20 and 40 foot, and they provide adequate room for extra large items that can't fit through the regular doors. If you intend to construct a shipping container cabin with a full glazed elevation, then an open-side storage container would work perfectly. No need to cut off the steel, you just install the full height glazing and leave the cargo doors to function as security doors to your cabin. Number 7, refrigerated ISO containers. Refrigerated ISO containers, also called reefer containers, are insulated and climate-controlled containers to keep things at a standard temperature, not necessarily just keeping them cold. They are exclusively used for shipment of perishable goods like meats, fruits, vegetables, and seafood over long distances. This container type relies on external power to keep the temperature regulated. Reefers generally come in 20 and 40 foot sizes and are commonly made from a weathering steel known as cotton steel. If you intend to save on the cost of insulating your container house, then building with refrigerated containers will be a good alternative. However, due to many challenges of modifying a reefer into a habitable space, such as additional weight, limited internal space, difficulty in cutting through the insulation to install windows and door, or insulation may catch fire during welding, among others, using a refrigerated container for a house construction is not worthy all the trouble. Number 8. Insulated or thermal containers. Like the ISO containers, an insulated or thermal container has a regulated temperature control that allows them to withstand a higher temperature. This is a type of packaging container used to ship temperature-sensitive products such as foods, pharmaceuticals, body organs, blood, biological materials, and chemicals for long distances. An insulated shipping container may be constructed of a vacuum flask similar to a thermos bottle, or molded expanded polystyrene, or even made from vacuum insulated panels. Similarly to refrigerated ISO containers, using an insulated or thermal container for house construction comes with similar challenges as enumerated above. Using a high cube storage container, then install your own insulation will be a much cheaper option and will save you all the headache that comes with insulated or thermal containers. Number 9. Half-height containers. These containers are half the height of a full-sized dry container, and they are made mostly of steel. Half-height containers are designed for transporting bulk cargo that is heavy and dense. They are perfect for use in the mining industry for transporting goods such as coal and stones. Half-height containers have a low center of gravity, so they can handle heavier loads than other containers. Half-height containers are also easy for loading and unloading cargo. If you are planning to construct a shipping container pool in your backyard, instead of cutting a high cube container into two, half-height containers will be a much cost-effective alternative to use. In addition, there will be no need for further structural reinforcement to your container to hold water, owing to its heavy robust construction to handle heavy loading. Feel free to check out our previous video on how to build a shipping container pool for more understanding. Last but not least, at number 10 is flat rack containers. This simple storage container has collapsible size that can be folded to make a flat rack. The end walls are stable enough to allow cargo securing, so they are ideal for shipping goods that are oversized. This type of shipping container may not have many alternative uses in home construction. However, if you can manage to drop one in your backyard, it can be used as a good platform to construct a deck for outdoor seating. Feel free to check out our previous video on how to build a deck to a shipping container house for more understanding. So, did you find our presentation informative enough to enable you identify the type of shipping container you would like to use to build your dream container home? If yes, let us know by posting in the comments below. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and feel free to share it. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel for our weekly videos on amazing design ideas using shipping containers. Thank you for your time and see you in the next video.